I have probably been talking about nothing because I had it in the still camera mode and I thought I was in the video mode, but anyway, I'm watching this young Filipina's video. She's pretty cute, got pearly white teeth and good eyebrows, which I don't have. But she has 18,937 views on this one video log 6 entitled Cooking Filipino Food with My Lola Grandma. In the poorer sections around Cebu and the central Visayas, they say Nona, Nene and Tate.
These are one of my favorite
for a poor grandparent.
I don't know why, but it's so good.
But anyway, I got that on. I'm watching my Filipino YouTube videos on my little candy bar sized Android quad-core computer there. That's my TV. And I got my Facebook on here. I was posting a lot of technical stuff, mumbo jumbo. I was just on a spiel today. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here. You can see me. I'm sitting here in my easy rollator chair with my handbrakes on it. And I have my little battery-operated fly mouse, touchpad, keyboard thing to control the YouTube videos on my TV through the little Android quad-core computer. But I'm having fun staying cool. My fan's over there. My house is a mess. It's 97 degrees out, and if I didn't have the fan blowing directly on me, I wouldn't tolerate this heat. It's a little clammy, but I'm not too miserable because this building actually cools me off in here. It's a lot cooler in here than it is outside in the hot sun. And I got the door open for ventilation. But anyway, I think the video might have stopped already. I'll turn it around and see. Bye-bye. Oh no, it's still going. This is with my recharged alkaline batteries, but it's flashing a red warning sign that it looks like it's more than half dead on the battery charge. I've got 2 feet and 28 inches of video right now, which is a long time. This will film indefinitely on my Canon A570IS camera, which means image stabilized or image stabilization model camera. It's a step up from my old Canon A560 that Kelly and Jen gave me for Christmas 9 years ago, which I also still have. I liked that camera so much I bought another one or two, but I dropped one, and I've got to get a new lens to repair it because it landed on the lens and now it's stuck in the out position. It's bent, and I think I might have broke the plastic lens retraction gear. So I can repair it, probably for about $10 or $15. I can get a new lens assembly, disassemble this and put the new lens assembly in that will telescope in and out, and I'll have another good camera again. This is the older Canon A560 PowerShot, but I still prefer the A570 with image stabilization. But welcome to my messy little abode. Welcome to the pile that I call home. I got crap stored everywhere, and Mr. Bill's over there to say, oh no. I used to tease my friend Dollarita, who now is deceased in the Philippines, with this and some other Filipinos on the webcam. He says, oh no, as he sinks away. Mr. Bill used to get beat up by his nemesis, Mr. Sluggo. And Mr. Sluggo would like put his dog through a wringer roller or something in a washing machine and flatten him out, while he'd terrorize Mr. Bill in his house. And Mr. Bill, all he could ever say is, oh no, and he'd disappear. When he heard that Mr. Sluggo knocked on the door, he said, who is it? He says, it's Mr. Sluggo! And he'd go, and he'd try and run and hide somewhere in his house. But Mr. Sluggo always got in and terrorized and abused Mr. Bill. So that was on Saturday Night Live. That was one of their many skits. It was originally a video sent in like a clay animated figure, like in claymation form, from a viewer, and he sent it in. It became so popular they paid him to produce tons more of them, and they had it as a regular feature on their show. So anyway, enough about Mr. Bill. This video is 5 minutes and 26 seconds long, and I better shut it off before the camera blows up in Mr. Bill's face. Oh no, where'd you go, Mr. Bill? Anyway, that's my interesting video for today, and I hope I get some magic money from my eBay stuff. Not eBay, what am I talking about? YouTube. I've monetized my YouTube channel. I have one channel right now that's a general catch-all, but I was thinking of having separate channels for my technical stuff, my Philippine stuff, my mission stuff, all that in separate channels. But anyway, if you like my videos and my weird and wacky and fun video content, please consider signing up to patronize me and support my video production at patreon.com. God bless you all and have a nice day. Mr. Bill ran away again. I bought that as a used, not a used, brand new, but clearance rack dog toy at Walgreens Pharmacy. It was just $3, and I bought one and mailed it to Dollarita many years ago now, and his battery still works. I don't harass him and squeeze his belly too much anymore anyway. He just sits there looking pretty in the corner. And I got my presents of my family here. My daughter Kelly, my daughter Heidi made me this can. That mannequin is a reminder of my Aunt Jenny. That lunch lady back there at the serving counter is a toy I bought from England. And it was about a sitcom show, I guess, there that was funny. And church is very important to me, so I got my little church there. Those are my grandparents back there in the sepia tone image. That's my grandfather, what's his name now, Charles Augustus Strauss. And my grandmother, Anna Rose Sommer Strauss, S-O-M-M-E-R. And I got my old girlfriend Rita from Brazil there, who was a real sweetheart. I really miss her. And I it fell down. I might as well keep filming. It's 8 minutes long now, and I'm just showing you all kind of idiot things I got.
It's not salty at all. I don't think it's salty.
This little picture has a photo frame with my daughters both down at Disney in Florida in one of the gift shops trying on funky hats. My daughter Heidi on the right, who is now 30 years old, worked there through her externship program from her Atlantic Culinary Academy in New Hampshire State. They sent her all the way down to Florida to work in the Disney restaurants for her externship from the culinary arts school she went to. And my daughter Kelly and her then boyfriend Jim went down to visit Heidi, and that's where Jim proposed to her in front of the Magic Kingdom's palace there. So that's a very special place to my daughters, who have been to Disneyland with their mother many times before when they were super young. And they went back as adults. And this is my little clear cube of Christ at the Last Supper. If you tilt it this way, you can see all the place settings and cups and everything, and all the apostles' hands and disciples' hands on the table. And forgive my shaky hand, I'll try and steady it out a little bit. But that's all carved cork, and it's sealed in lucite with a black back and a little lucite feet on the bottom. I got that at Pat's Discount, and I got my Praying Hands clock, which never really keeps good time. This says 3:20, and let me see what my computer time says. I thought the battery was going to die long ago because it's been flashing so long, but no, it says 2:17 on my computer clock.
The goal is to lock in profits of about 10%
anyway,
and limit losses to 3%.
yeah, I got the Praying Hands clock, which I love. I just wish the movement was accurate. Oh, maybe that does say 2:17. Okay, I'm the one that's not accurate. This little guy I found out on the street. I liked it. I brought it home and stuck it on my computer hutch with some of that handy tack stuff, because he's saying good morning to me every day. When nobody else says hello or good morning, my little worker lunchbox guy with the hard hat there's always waving hello at me. And so anyway, I got this thing up here, Esso Tiger, put a tiger in your tank, performance motoring. That's a reminder of my early Burlington childhood hometown, where I had the Esso gas station to fill up my bike tires. And I got some Christian things up there and stuff, and I made this face because I was staring down the handle end of a disposable plastic milk bottle, and I kind of saw a nose and like a big boxy forehead, so I cut out the rest and I glued it on that box, which is actually a 12-pack noodle box for the ramen noodles, and I made that pretty cool little piece of artwork. My buddy Gino and my buddy Frankie liked it, and I think some other people that visited me commented on it, said it was very artistic. It's just a stupid box from Noodle Soups and a cut up milk jug. And there's my crossbow. I have like 2 or 3 darts left here in a baggie behind Mr. Bill. And just for kicks, I shot my laundry bag with the other darts. I lost a couple, I broke a couple, and I got to order a new pack of 16 little bolts, as they're called, or crossbow darts. But I got mementos here. I got my ex-wife in the center with the pearls on and the light shirt jacket, surrounded by her 50-year-long high school girlfriends. And this is my foster son Billy from Lowell long ago, sitting on my lap, who is now a Marine training sergeant in Hawaii. He's a career Marine with probably almost 30 years in now. I used to work at Holiday Inn. See, I'm very much a sentimentalist. And back there I got my, what do you call him, a mask there, like anonymous. His name is Guy Fawkes, F-A-W-K-E-S. It's a Guy Fawkes mask from some kind of a revolt in England where he got killed in the end, but he stood up to the authorities, and so he's like an unsung hero. And that's where Anonymous took his face mask design from. I got this little strange mask with a bird on it looks like an alien face with the slanted eyes, and he's got a bird head up on top of his head, and it's gilded with little sheet metal like brass and some kind of non-resting sheet metal. I liked it. It's got a handheld chin thing there where you can hold it up against your own face and chin. And I got that from my good buddy Muhammad Al-Batat, who's living back in Jordan now, who still calls me on my Skype or Facebook messengers for video chats sometimes. He's a really decent man, and I miss him a lot. Wish he'd come back here where he belongs, in America. He was here for about 28 years, and then he went back to Jordan, and then he was immediately sorry he returned there, and now he can't afford to come back, and I don't think he can get a visa to get back. But anyway, I have a lot of inspirational things kicking around my apartment, as you can see there. This particular one that says "Given for You," with a figure of Christ holding up the host to heaven to be blessed by his Father God, was actually done by my former pastor's wife at my old United Methodist Church up in Plastow, New Hampshire. She now has her own art studio on Route 108 there. And I bought this stained glass figure of Christ with his head hung. First of all, in all depictions of Christ through the ages, he's the only one with that crisscrossing crucifix cross halo. The other ones have just a disc or a radiant halo with rays, I mean, but Christ always has the cross in his halo. So it's another little visual aid, visual testament to just who he is and what he sacrificed for us all. This little long one here, if I can zoom in on it. No, it's not going to let me zoom in the video mode. It says Christ is risen, and it shows him coming out of the tomb. I got that little metal faith thing, and I clipped that kind of a blue pale mandala image off of the cover of a Wisdom magazine, a little thin newsprint magazine about New Age and spiritualism type of stuff, but I like the cross motif in the center. And I thought some of the articles were interesting, and to me, with my utter and total faith in Jesus Christ and his Father God and Holy Spirit, I don't buy into some of the stuff in that magazine, that newsprint magazine. But I have other inspirational stuff like that little saying there by Edward Everett Hale. It says, "I am only one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. And what I can do, that I ought to do, and what I ought to do, by the grace of God, I shall do." And again, that's a quote from Edward Everett Hale, who was, I believe, a great author and philosopher of the past few hundred years. I got my little Christ Nativity scene there that I cut off of a greeting card and saved. I got Christ hugging a child with an angel in the background, and I got Christ healing the blind man's eyes on a postcard. Now, I think I started to tell you about that stained glass one. I got another one packed away here somewhere in the back of this messy, unorganized, like, storage thing. That is also a stained glass one of the apostles in the boat that was storming, and Jesus he spoke to the wind and the storm and the tempest and told it, "Peace, be still," and it stopped instantly. This is my own artwork I created only from that little colored figure of a woman. I drew the halo on her pixel at a time, and I took and blanked out her image, stretched it up, tilted it back, and I hand pixeled the face with the sinister eyes and evil looking teeth. I put horns on it, And I put the words of the song, whoa, here she comes, watch out boy, she'll chew you out. And that was a good, creative, constructive way for me to express my grief over my divorce. There's a, I can't see behind the picture there of my godson, my foster son Billy. See how his knocked stuff down. But I took this other piece of clip art, the little candle there in front of her that casts the evil shadow. It's like, you know, looks sweet, but in reality, So that's my story, and that was a healthy outlet, a healthy way to express my dismay and grief over my divorce. And I cherish that. I'm really proud of that. I did a good job. And that was done with primitive softwares on an old Pentium 4 single-core computer long ago. Around maybe 1998, 2000. I got some extra memory boards and hard drives. I rebuilt computers. As you can see back there, I've got a ton hidden away, and I got more in the closet on the floor and the top shelf up there. And I got a laptop there that I'm rehabbing from Marianne in the Philippines. I got 2 more up there, and the cabinet back there across the room with the monitors on top. I'm going to repair those monitors. One has blown capacitors, and the other one is some other problem that I believe I can fix. But inside that cabinet, which is really a big TV cabinet, I have more computers and more parts. And I got another one right behind me on the floor here, next to my shower chair that I can't use because I put my washer and mini spin dry machines in the bathroom. So I got this. I just wiped the hard drive that had viruses and stuff, and I made the hard drive fresh. I gotta add this, this is a CD drive that's gotta go in that hollow empty bay right there, and that'll be another good working computer. I can probably sell it. I got this battery for a laptop that's in pieces under there. I got that laptop that's not totally in pieces. I'm just waiting for parts from eBay from Hong Kong that I ordered long ago. And I got Frankie's laptops in more pieces in the plastic bag behind it, because I had to disassemble the whole thing just to put in a CMOS battery and to check out the components. I had to order a new hard drive because it had none. They pull the hard drives because people want their privacy. They don't want you to see whatever they had on their hard drives, whether it's financial data, personal messages, or maybe they had a stash of porn collected on their hard drive. Maybe it's sensitive business data, or like for a home run business, like a doctor, dentist, or lawyer that would have a home run computer business, you know, something like that. Even a therapist that works out of his home. So they pull the hard drives, send them out to be rehabbed and wiped with programs, software programs that run a 3-pass minimum erasure program that totally deletes and hides and covers all traces of what was on the hard drives. Those people that they send the hard drives out to, then after they wipe them out, they can certify that they're good running and have no bad sectors and tracks, and they can resell them to people like me on eBay. So anyway, one of my friends, Joyce Spicely down on the South Shore, popped up to say wow after my rant and rambling about CMOS batteries and all the different types. And even like this one is, it says BAT2, B-A-T-T2, but it is not really a battery. It is a supercapacitor acting like a motherboard CMOS battery. CMOS stands for Clock Motherboard and Operating System. But anyway, this is going on a half-hour long video. I've spoken enough, my hand's getting shaky, and I want to reheat my coffee and add a pack of sweetener to it. I've never tried a video this long on YouTube, but I have monetized it. I got 14 videos up, I think, already that are getting some response. It'll take a couple of months before I even earn a nickel off of it, but other people are earning, you know, well, they're getting between about 2,000 or 3,000 followings to up to 200,000 followings of their video channels. So if I get even like in the mid-range of that, if I get 60 or 70 or 80,000 people to watch my videos, I will be making lots of coffee money for my pocket. I could even show you my dashboard here. More Filipino videos, Filipino tour of our bamboo house, volume 126 on Pop 65Z channel, which I just clicked I like, and I want to subscribe to this, so I click subscribe. Now I'm subscribed to another Filipino channel so I can see more about it. But I will take you to my YouTube dashboard and to my creator studio. I have 3 subscribers in as many days. I have 41 watch time minutes total, 26 views. It says 2 subscribers now. I don't know why the other link said 3. I can view my Google Analytics like this. I just figured I'd try this because it's one thing that a disabled man who is crippled and has much knee, back, and hip pain can do, sitting down on his fat hiney, to maybe make a side income. If I make a little, great. If I make a lot, fantastic. That will help me earn money to produce more funny videos like this one. Alright, so I got 22 views on my Stealth Model Kits video. Whoops, that's my most watched video. Oh no, it isn't. Actually, my older video I had up there for a while has 42 views. Traffic sources from other YouTube features, 76%. From YouTube channels, 19%. Suggested videos, 1.9%. And other traffic sources to my videos are 2.3%. And there's the pie chart that gives me the breakdown. And I've had viewers from continental USA, the lower 48 states, and as far away as Alaska. So that's interesting. Doesn't tell how many views were male or female gender yet, but it will in the future, I imagine. I have 2 comments, which I'll look at later. As I said, I got 14 videos, and those are the top 10. I can expand that if I want. If I go to the dashboard again, this is my Carl Strauss channel, and this is my dashboard controls and Google Analytics for the YouTube channel. This is a brand new video I just put up about my new battery charger direct from Well, I got my new alkaline battery charger I ordered a long while ago from Hong Kong. It finally came by slow international mail. I have 4 used GP alkaline batteries in it. It is a special charger that can charge alkaline batteries because it has a microcircuit, like a microprocessor in it, that does not allow it to charge them too fast or slow to make them explode or leak. So it's a very nice unit, and I'm going to be recharging all of my AA and AAA batteries from now on. Not sure how long it takes to charge. It didn't come with a manual. I'd have to read about it on It does eBay charge in less than about 2 to 3 hours,
Anyway,
even when the batteries are stone
As you
dead.
can see, I got the 4 batteries in this Ultracell. What the heck does that say? It says
Now, the difference is not that
Ultracell Plus. It's an Ultracell Plus
Yeah, but
charger,
anyway,
and those are the batteries
no, I
put in
promised
it.
I wouldn't go too much
You can
longer.
have
This
to
video is
have an
already
angle, but
30
you're
minutes
charging. They
and
won't press down
38 seconds. So
And
bye-bye.
see
God
here,
bless everyone. Watch my videos.
It's really made
Consider
for the
patronizing
double
me
bigger
and
batteries.
supporting me as my fan
And the
every
AAA
month
is
with
going
even $1 or $2 or $5 or
recessed
$10
area
a month,
below that,
so I can bring you many
they just
insane
come up at an
videos like
angle
this.
for the
God bless
AAAs.
and bye-bye.
I could not press
love
them
you
down
all.
any firmer.
Peace, world.
Anyway, that's it.
Bye.
It's my new battery charger.